Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Devkant Kala. I work at UPES Dehradun as Assistant Professor in the area of marketing. In this lecture, I explain to you the concept of market segmentation. A market is composed of customers, but all the existing and potential customers are not identical. There is always some diversity among customers. There are significant differences in terms of their needs, tastes, background, income, education, purchase motive and experience, and above all these characteristics also change over time. Since customers are different in nature, the market is considered as heterogeneous market. Therefore, the first task of marketer is to convert heterogeneous market into homogeneous ones, and for this they employ market segmentation. Market segmentation is a process of dividing total heterogeneous market into several smaller internally homogeneous set of customers with similar needs, characteristics or behavior who might require a separate product or a combination of marketing mix. Market segment is the outcome of market segmentation process. Market segment is a portion of larger market in which individuals, groups or organizations share one or more characteristics, that is wants, purchasing power, geographical locations, buying motives, attitudes, habits, anything else that cause them to have relatively similar product needs. Market segmentation operates at different levels. In some markets, differences among customers are relatively minor and the benefits sought by customers can be satisfied with a single marketing mix. In such a situation, marketers can employ mass marketing. In mass marketing, the organizations engage in mass production, mass distribution and mass promotion of one product for all buyers. The organization can take the advantage of economies of scale and optimize the cost of production. For example, Bisleri mineral water. In this case, customers' requirements are the same, and by offering one instant product in the market, the needs of all the customers can be satisfied. Other examples are Colgate, Maggi 2-minute noodle, instant bottle of Pepsi and Coke. Mass marketing is not always a wise decision. Since customers are evolving in nature and substitutes are entering the marketplace, offering only one product may lead to high degree of risk. Moreover, the requirements of all the customers cannot be met by one single product. Therefore, organizations have identified smaller homogeneous segments in large heterogeneous market. Realizing the diverse needs of these segments, organizations are offering different combinations of marketing mix to meet the diverse needs of market segments, and this is called segment marketing. For example, Hindustan Unilever Limited offers variety of bathing soap. Pepsi offers cold drinks and various flavors. Sony Entertainment Television has various types of channels to meet the entertainment needs of diverse audience. Mudra Fashion and Lifestyle, a division of Aditya Birla Group, offers various men's apparel brands to target different segments of customers. After segment marketing, there is another level of market segmentation, that is niche marketing. A niche is more narrowly defined group of customers, typically a small market whose needs are not well served. Marketers usually identify niche by dividing a segment into sub-segments or by defining a group seeking distinctive mix of benefits. Niche marketers presumably understand their customers' needs so well that the customers are willing to pay premium prices. For example, a high-end luxury car Rolls-Royce. The car is specifically designed for the elite class of customers. Another example of niche marketing is destination wedding. In today's scenario, market segmentation has moved one step further, and that is micro-marketing. In this, marketing programs are now being tailored to the needs of customers locating in a specific region or individual customer. Lifestyle products such as boutique, hair salon, beauty parlor, designer apparels, Technical products such as laptop and food items in restaurants such as vegan diet are the examples of micro-marketing. Market segmentation is basically a strategy of divide and rule. This is a necessary condition for optimizing the efficiency of marketing efforts. The basic idea behind market segmentation is to convert large heterogeneous market into the small homogeneous segment and then choose one or few meaningful segments and concentrate its effort on satisfying those selected parts of the market. Concentrating efforts on a given market segment should result in a more precise marketing program satisfying specific market needs. It facilitates the right choice of the target market and helps in designing the effective marketing programs and offers to suit each segment. It also helps in concentrating efforts on the most profitable and the productive segments instead of wasting over unproductive or unprofitable segments. And thus, it ensures optimum utilization of organizational resources. Market segmentation is customer oriented and thus it is consistent with the marketing concept. By tailoring marketing program to individual market segment, any organization can do better marketing job and make more efficient use of marketing resources. There are the following criteria for effective segmentation. The first one is measurable. The size, profile and other relevant characteristics of the segment must be measurable in terms of data. Second, accessible. The market segment should be accessible through existing marketing institutions such as middlemen, media, sales force with minimum cost. The third one is substantial. The segments should be large enough to generate the required returns. Longevity is also important here. The fourth one is differentiable. The ideal market segment should be internally homogeneous but externally heterogeneous. Differences between market segments should be clearly defined so that campaigns, products and marketing tools applied to them can be implemented without overlap. And the last one is actionable. It refers to the fact that effective program can be designed and implemented for attracting and serving the segment. There are four important bases for market segmentation. These are geographic segmentation, demographic segmentation, psychographic segmentation and behavioral segmentation. Now I explain them one by one. Subdividing markets into segments based on locations, the region, countries, cities, towns where people live and work is geographic segmentation. The reason for this is simply that consumers living in one region of the country have purchasing and consuming habits which differs from those living in other regions. For example, lifestyle products are more preferred in metro cities but less preferred in small towns. Banking needs of customers in rural areas differ from urban customers. It is one of the simplest methods of segmenting the market. Demographics are the statistical description of the population. Demographics are also common basis for segmenting customer market. They are frequently used to segment market because they are easier to measure and customers' requirements, needs and preferences largely depends on these demographical characteristics. The most popular characteristics used alone or in combinations for demographical segmentation are age, gender, occupation, income, education, family size, social class and so on. For example, different TV channels, cartoon channels for kids, music and movie channels for youth, the news and daily serials for mature and religious channels for older audience. Different cosmetics, clothing, magazines for male and female. Economy and executive seats in airlines. Low-end affordable cars to high-end luxury cars. Budget hotels and luxury hotels. Single pack or family pack of grocery items. Various clothing options such as casual, formal, semi-formal for different occupations. Demographics are used to segment market because those characteristics are related to behavior and because these are relatively easier to gather. However, demographics are not themselves the cause of behavior. Demographics often correlate with behavior, but they do not explain it. Marketers often go beyond demographic attributes in an effort to better understand why consumers behave as they do. They engage in what is called psychographic segmentation, which involves examining attributes related to how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. Frequently included variables in psychographic segmentation are personality, thinking, values, lifestyle, activities, interests, and opinions. For example, Harley-Davidson and Royal Enfield. Instead of demographics, psychographic characteristics like personality and lifestyles are better ways for identifying target customers. Fitness centers prefer psychographic characteristics like personality, lifestyle, values, and interest of customers. For example, if you plan to market organic products, then individuals who exercise regularly, are health conscious, prefer healthy meal plans, and have dietary restrictions will likely to be an important segment to target. Some marketers regularly attempt to segment their markets on the basis of product-related behavior. They utilize behavioral segmentation. The belief here is that the behavioral characteristics such as occasions, benefits, user status, usage rate, loyalty status, buyer readiness stage, and attitude are the best starting point for constructing market segments. Demographic and psychographic segmentation look at who customers are, whereas behavioral segmentation look at what customers do. Buyers can be differentiated on the occasions they develop a need, purchase a product, or use a product. For example, Archie's offer greeting cards and gifts for various occasions. Customers can be divided on the basis of benefits they seek from a product. For example, Colgate offers toothpaste with salt, gel, herbal, Ayurveda, and neem to deliver a specific benefit to customers. Market can be segmented into non-users, ex-users, potential users, first-time users, or regular users of a product. Markets can be segmented into light, medium, or heavy product users. These four bases are equally important for segmenting the customer market. However, due to evolving nature of customers, changing marketing practices, more emphasis on materialistic needs, and increasing demand of lifestyle products, psychographic segmentation is considered as the most significant method for segmenting the market for consumer goods. So, in this lecture, we have understood four important bases for segmenting the market. In the next lecture, we will discuss the concept of RFM analysis for market segmentation. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.